Good morning. Happy Monday. Today is a kind of a for fun topic. Today we're talking about my favorite thing to do in my downtime as a teacher-preneur. So, for those of you who are new around here, welcome. My name's Andrea Oram, and the reason why we're talking about this is because I do things a little differently than your average music teacher. So let me explain how I do things first, and then that'll maybe demonstrate why this is a fun topic to chat about. So, I am a freelance music teacher. That means that I don't teach public school, I don't teach private school. I actually teach homeschool classes, choirs, I teach for community ed. I do a few private lessons, but not all that many of those. And so my schedule looks very different, and each day of my week looks different than the next one, which is kind of exciting. I really like it because it gives me variety and it helps me not ever get bored, that's for sure. But it also means that I have a good amount of downtime during my week that is not similar to somebody who works full time or who teaches 40 hours a week, like at a public school or something. So, what do I do during my downtime? Great question. When I'm not teaching, when I'm not out driving around, going to different places and teaching, because most of my teaching is not done at my home. When I'm at home, I'm doing a couple different things. I'm planning lessons, I'm scheduling things, I'm preparing for concerts, all that kind of fun stuff. But my favorite thing to do in my downtime is to get a good book and snuggle with my dog. So, some examples of books that I've really loved to read. I really like personal development, or I guess I kind of almost look at it as professional development, because I, as a personal brand, am someone who, because I teach for myself, I like developing my personhood means I'm developing professionally too. So I read books by John Maxwell, all sorts of different types of books. I like to read books related to teaching music, like Fire Oven Fundamentals. That's a really great resource. But I also just like to read books for fun, for spiritual growth. I like reading nonfiction series. So one of my favorites to read over and over is Harry Potter. I know, I grew up in that time. And so I like to do a lot of those types of books and read those things. But I love doing it when I'm snuggling my dog, and she sure loves having me home during the day a lot more often than she used to. So, what is your favorite thing to do in your downtime? If you are a teacher and you teach full time, that would obviously be in the evening or on the weekends or something like that. And if you teach more freelance or part-time like I do, then what does that look like for you? I'd love to hear in the comments what that looks like for you and how you can encourage other people. And the reason why I share these things is because if you're interested in moving from that public school or full-time sort of gig to either a part-time or freelance type position, if you're looking to do that, you have to dream first, right? You have to dream about what would it look like for me to change my schedule. What would it look like for me to have 2 hours in the middle of the day for lunch and then something else? If you don't plan or dream a little bit forward into what that could actually look like realistically, it's going to be hard to get excited and look forward to it. And you might end up getting stuck by the things that seem scary about the transition. But if you focus on ooh, that would be so much fun, or what if, or I dream of a day where I could go on a walk with my family in the middle of the day because we all work from home, or something like that. And so if you dream about those types of things and you dream about what could it look like, what would it look like if I could do XYZ, my favorite thing, in the daytime or a lot more often, or something like that. So dream about what that time and how you would spend it would look like, because when you actually envision it in your head, the way that it could actually happen, that changes the way that you view the transition, because you're visualizing it as if it's in the present instead of in the future. Does that make sense? So the reason why I share this is fun, because I like talking about fun things like related to teaching and freelance, but not necessarily exactly what it takes to do those things. Because it's fun to chat about this kind of stuff too, but it's not just fun. It's important if you are wanting to make this transition to visualize it and dream it and in order to make it into a reality. Does that make sense? I hope so. If you are watching live, thanks for joining me this morning. If you're catching me replay, you can say hi in the comments as well. And if you have been watching on YouTube, thanks so much for catching me on YouTube. You can subscribe and comment on YouTube and then be entered into a giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers, and we're getting closer. So that's pretty exciting. I love doing giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, if you are in the new and freelance music teacher community, I'm doing a giveaway this week. So I'm going to be posting about that later, I think today. So if you're watching from that group, awesome. You can go and turn on the notifications for the group so that you see when I post about the giveaway and what you need to do to enter to win it. So if you haven't noticed, I like giving away stuff. I like free things. I like having fun with that kind of stuff. And if you're not in that group, there should be a link in the description of this video for you to check out that group, see if it's a good fit for you. If not, no big deal, but we would love to see you over there for more encouragement on the music teacher side of things and what it looks like to shift from teaching music to being freelance or entrepreneur people. All right, with that, I am going to let you go. I have a busy day ahead of me. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.